Hey friend, hey. If you ask most people that know me, they would say I'm pretty good at balancing my friends, relationships, hobbies, work, personal goals, and every other thing that's being thrown at me. If you're wondering how on earth I could get that done, it's definitely related to me scheduling out my weeks. In this video, we're going to talk about the benefits of scheduling your week out, as well as the 3 steps that it'll take to successfully get it done. Let's get it shorty. No fluff, no filler. To me, one of the coolest things about being able to schedule out your week is that you're in charge. A lot of times we are employees of other people, or your schedule may be dictated by your parents if you're under the age of 18. But once you're out on your own, you really schedule your own time. As my brother says, you're the CEO of your own corporation. Act accordingly. Big boss energy. You are your own CEO. I know you was out there playing Sims and Millsbury back in the day, accurate days. If you played Millsbury as a child, comment below. I miss that game. But seriously, it gives you the opportunity to choose what you want to get done, how you want to show up for yourself and for others. And it's pretty nice to have a say over your own life. Scheduling out your week can also reduce stress and overwhelm. I know that once my to-do list is hitting 30 plus, I'm like, baby, oh baby, I need help. I immediately start breaking things down into days. I'm like, we're gonna get these done. By the end of this week, this list is gonna be chopped in half. Or by the end of this weekend, this list is gonna be chopped in half, if not gone. Gone. So good. And I actually got to reap the benefits of this weekend. For the first time in a long time, I looked at my to-do list and I said, all I have on there is content? That's crazy work. That and laundry, but for a whole weekend, not to have a million random activities is rare. My third reason is that scheduling out your time allows you to be more productive. And honestly, productivity feels pretty rewarding. I walk around like, I did that. There's a certain pride that comes with accomplishing the things you said you wanted to do. And the physical rest that comes after it feels even better. Guilt-free. Another good reason to schedule your time is so you can have less decision fatigue. I know if I don't pick out my assignments ahead of time, when I wake up and I'm like, okay, let me get started, I'm scrolling through my list. I'm like, well, what do I want to do first? Trying to figure out logistics, etc. If I do that ahead of time, I don't have to look at my phone. I can wake up, brush my teeth, shower, get dressed, and then immediately just look at my big calendar on the counter. It has my tasks for the day and I get them done. No thinking, just doing. And probably the most surprising benefit of scheduling out your week is it actually gives you spare time. Think about all the times you waited until the weekend to do stuff you could have did throughout the week. Now your rest period is your productive period. And maybe you could have had a shorter productive period on the weekend had tasks been done beforehand. Okay, now you heard all the good things. Let's get to how to schedule your time. It's really simple. I promise it's not as overwhelming as it seems. First thing you want to do is get a calendar of sorts. You want to get a physical agenda, or you can just pull up your calendar on your phone. And if you don't have either of those, you can just pull out a sheet of paper and number your days. Keep it simple, sapien. You're going to have 3 steps. Step 1 is to add your scheduled events. Write down the blocks of time that you have to be at an appointment. You're either going to time block the scheduled events in your calendar, or you're just going to write that window maybe at the top of your calendar. So let's say I want to put in my work schedule, and hypothetically I work 9 to 5. I can either make a repeating action that's Monday through Friday scheduled from 9 to 5 and have that actually blocked in my schedule where you can see it. Or if you're writing on a sheet of paper, next to the date, I'll just write 9 to 5. And like, I'll write 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5. Or if you work the exact same thing every day, I mean, you may not even have to write it. It's up to you. But my schedule changes. So each day, I'm gonna need to know where I'm supposed to be. But we're not just writing work. We're writing events that we're attending. We're writing hangouts, classes we're taking, time you need to block off for hobbies, appointments, anything that has a designated time of attendance. Next, you're going to grab your to-do list and assign the tasks. The simplest way to do it to me is to write 1 to 3 tasks a day that you're going to complete. I don't think it should be too overwhelming. And if you do 3 tasks a day, that's 21 tasks by the end of the week. If your schedule can handle 1 a day, that's still 7 things by the end of the week. Clap for 'em. The goal is not to be overwhelmed, just productive. And if you can, I would recommend at least 1 activity before work. If you need some tips for getting things done in the morning, check out my morning routine video. Click this card to watch the video. And step 3 is simply stick to the schedule. It is the hardest thing to do, but when it's written out, all you have to do is do the action. No thinking, just doing. And if you do those 3 things, I guarantee you, your time will be better spent. You'll be able to do everything you want to do. Most people only schedule out the activities that they have to do, but you can schedule in fun too. In fact, I highly recommend it. Every week, there should be some type of fun factor on that schedule. You get 7 days. I think you can do 1 to 2 hours of something fun. So here are a few tips for success to ensure you can spend your time the way you want it. Remember, think CEO. I highly recommend multitasking. And if it doesn't work for your brain, it just doesn't work for your brain. But there's nothing better than killing 2 birds with 1 stone. When I'm driving, I'm thinking on the phone. Do not get in no car accident because I told you to talk on the phone. If that's not your genre, don't do it. Or while I'm cooking, I talk on the phone. When I was in school and I had lectures, I would listen to the lectures while I ate in the dining hall. When I had an apartment, I would listen to them while I'm cooking. Or I'd listen on the bus ride on the way back from class. I have more productivity hacks, by the way, on the video that I'm linking right here. Check it out. I hate to say it, but we're adults. And with adulthood comes busy schedules. Some days are going to be busier than others. If it's a busy day, I recommend trying to get 1 task done. Something that's not time consuming, something that can be done on the go, something that can be done during a lunch break. And on the not so busy days, that's where you can add those 2 to 3 additional tasks. If there's a day that you have a lot of free time and you want to get a lot done, please make sure to add wiggle room in that calendar. So for example, it's a Saturday and I want to clean my kitchen, clean my bathroom, go get my nails done, and water my plants. I don't know. I have like 3 plants. For watering my plants, I would give myself 15 minutes. So I put on my calendar, 9, I'm going to water my plants. It doesn't take me 15 minutes to do that. But if I block out that schedule, it leaves wiggle room for if I get distracted or if I am running a little late. Then I'm like, okay, I can clean my bathroom and clean my kitchen probably in 30 minutes. I give myself an hour, maybe an hour and a half. This is, again, if you have a good amount of free time. And then have your nail appointment at 12. Although you said all your tasks were gonna take, an hour and 45 minutes, you can get them done sooner. Or if you don't get them done sooner, you still had a 3-hour window technically before you got your nails done. Not to encourage procrastination, but things happen. You have to eat, you may get an important phone call, you may add additional tasks in between there, and you'll have the wiggle room to do it. So highly recommend leaving you some wiggle room. And my last tip for success is scheduling your bedtime. It's so important to get your rest. And I used to be like, blah, 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 every time they would say that, but it's so true. As I get older, I recognize how important it is, and I actually do value my sleep more. It's so important for setting your mood for the next day, your energy for the next day. I tell you, I'm more optimistic when I get my rest. So make sure y'all pick a bedtime. And if you don't seem to be making your bedtime, then you need to start adding time before bed to prep for bed. If you need that time, that's your business. Schedule it in there. CEO. I actually really enjoyed this topic. If you guys want to see videos of me scheduling out my week, I'm pretty willing to do that if you want to see it. Comment down below. Tell me how you'd like to see it if you are interested. As always, I thank you so much for stopping by. Check out the other videos on my channel. Give this one a like. Put a calendar emoji in the comments so I know you made it to this point in the video. If you haven't subscribed, shawty, come and hop in my ride. We gonna navigate this adulthood together, and I'd love to be by your side. And send this video to someone who's ready to take their life into their own hands and achieve all that they want. Fun and productivity. Love you, mean it, bye. Let's get it, shawty, get it, shawty. La, na, 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 na. Am I in the middle? Am I in the middle? I think so. I think so. Step number 1. I need somebody's help. I can't figure it out on my own. Okay. Put the calendar emoji What is this? This is not a calendar. Put the calendar emoji in the comments.